Thank you, D.A. Clark, we have a big-time matchup with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell is out there with O'Neal. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at center, locking down the middle.
Here we go.
And for Orlando, Fournier and Gordon on the wing. And it's Vucevic, and there's Fultz, and it's Birch in at the four-man position. Now here's Fultz, covered by Mitchell. Now here's Fultz. Vucevic trying to get open. Fultz, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Gordon. Puts up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Fournier against O'Neal. Mitchell wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Fournier. Gordon the pass to Fultz, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. His three-pointers off the mark. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Orlando grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Off on the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Stolen by Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Markelle Fultz.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And Mitchell drops them both. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Shot clock at 5, and the basket by Gordon. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Takes the three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
There he's showing you he can run the show himself in that pick and roll. That's a nice play from Bogdanovich.
Fultz looking around. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside Bogdanovich. There's the dish to O'Neal. Passes to Mitchell. Releases. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Here's Fultz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Utah leading. Here's Bogdanovich. No good on the shot. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded, and it's good for 2.
You know, Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Now Fultz. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Jazz on D. Pass to Birch.
Excellent hustle from Bogdanovich. He really makes an effort to crowd shooters as they go up. Wants to bother the shot. That's good defense.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Shoots over Vucevic. And it's Mitchell missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
There's the feed to Vucevic. Fultz. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington. 6'4". Clark, you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Khem Birch. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
Utah shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Bogdanovich passes to Niang. Gobert against Vucevic. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fultz with the ball. That shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Orlando called for the foul.
Nice play there from Bogdanovich. Had the defense at a disadvantage, and he struck.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
I think it was the difference in the game. In a close game, when you knock down those kinds of points at the stripe, that decides a game oftentimes. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bradley comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. And he can't hit the second.
And, you know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
A 1-2. That's good.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Mudiay kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Niang. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Jazz lead by 6.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Passes it to Ross. Launches a 3. The rebound by Niang.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. The pass to a 1-2. Clarkson against Ross. Rebound, Utah.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Pass to Clarkson. Mudiay against Augustine. Tries it from 9, and it's blocked.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Mudiay looking around. Bogdanovich kept alive. Bradley kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
And here's Augustine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He feeds it to Gordon. Back to Augustine. From outside, off the mark. Utah leading by 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
First free throw is good. Clark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on that?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Augustine finds Gordon. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Moutier.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Some last season stats for him. He was around 14 points a game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And that one misses. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Augustine against Moutier. And that one is good.
Well, I tell you what, for Augustine being as small as he is, he's crafty and he's stronger than he looks, which allows him to finish through tough defense.
Pass to Moutier. Ross against Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good. Clarkson.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Back to Augustine. Pass to Gordon. Bradley with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And it's a 1-2 missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Clarkson. Fires the three, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
We're very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's a 1-2 in at the small forward.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Ken Burge is checked in for Orlando. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. BA, thank you. And he makes the first.
Guys, the scoring efficiency for DJ Augustin peaking in the last couple of seasons. As he enters his 30s, he's showing he can be an impactful offensive player.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Gobert is checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And along with the shooting, Clark, Augustin a pretty good passer as well.
Yeah, not a big rate of assist or a huge rate of assist, but what I like, he takes care of the basketball. He doesn't turn it over a lot, and he's got a really tight handle. And when you shoot as well as he does, No need to put the ball in jeopardy. Hold on to it and make sure you get a good look.
Here's Mitchell. Utah gets it back.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's a one-do, guarded by O'Neal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. How he did last season. 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. That free throw, no good. So for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Bamba, and it's Fultz in for Augustine. Good on the second free throw. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Mitchell. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's the pass to a one-do. Back to Vucevic. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. And he's able to get it back. The shot by Birch, no good. Jazz leading by 10. Pass to Mitchell. There's the three. The rebound by a one-do.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Gobert finds Ingles. And the foul on Khem Birch. That's his first foul. Here's Gobert. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And the foul on Khem Birch. That's foul number 2 for him. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Mitchell. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately, came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Here's Fultz. Kicks it to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Back to Fultz. Three-pointer on the way. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Niang. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. And the basket by Ingles.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now here's Fultz. Covered by Mitchell. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. For 3. The Magic again can't hit.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Mitchell, and he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Fultz gets it to go.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Niang. He dishes it to O'Neal. And stolen by Fournier. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And finished off by Fultz.
Fournier very skilled at sniffing out, anticipating when to go for the steal.
Now, here's Mitchell. D right on him. Passes it to Niang. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Fultz kicks to a 1-2. Stolen by O'Neal. 3-on-3. Here's Ingles, and he slams it one-handed.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Now Fultz. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
The first one falls, and the Magic making a change here. Gordon's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovich is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jazz leading by 13. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Fultz with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Fultz. Back to Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. O'Neal. Oh!
My goodness.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And a switcher also for Utah. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Fournier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter. Every season he's been in the league.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Fournier. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Fultz. For 3, Ross. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Clarkson taking his time here, and Utah again with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Ross. Rebound, Utah. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. 1:58 left here in the second. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. From past the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
The defense made their presence felt, but Ross is just too explosive down there.
Utah leading by 13. Pass to Clarkson. Bogdanovich with it. There's the triple. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Wing shot on the way, and it's Gordon missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Moutier passes to Bradley. Back to Moutier. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Over Gordon. Here's Gobert. Bradley finds Gobert.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Magic trail by 16. Ross with a wide open look drills the three-pointer. Ross has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Ross against Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first half of play. Jazz out in front. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 21 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, few players have ever burst on the scene the way Donovan Mitchell did. Dominated as a rookie, he continued to build out his game, very aggressive in the first half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Utah, O'Neal is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. The pass to Mitchell. Let's go. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Jazz. And here's Fultz. Pass to Birch. Inside. Vucevic against Gobert. Up top, Fultz. Over Mitchell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 11 points for Markelle Fultz. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Gobert. He kicks to O'Neal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Evan Fournier. The Jazz have gone 9 of 13 from the line. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. The Magic trail by 14. Now here's Fultz. He's got 11. Passes it to Birch. Back to Fultz. Clock at 4. Puts one up from 19. That one doesn't go. The Jazz go the other way with it. Bogdanovich looking around. Now the pass to O'Neal. Mitchell against Gordon. And it's Mitchell missing. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Now here's Fultz. Ingles covering. Outside Fournier. Down low. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Fultz. Pass to Vucevic for the 3. Utah with the rebound. Bogdanovich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks to Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Gordon goes in. The Magic again can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Bogdanovich. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Tough finish from Bogdanovich. He's got a nice big frame for a wingman.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Free throw off from Bogdanovich.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Jazz leading by 14. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Gobert dishes to O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Ingles. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Magic. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside. His moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Shoots over Fournier. Green for 2 points. And the Jazz lead by 14. Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one. Now O'Neal. Dishes it to Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's O'Neal. Vucevic with the block. And he recovers it. And O'Neal gets it to go. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 13. Stolen by Mitchell. And he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 23 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Bounce pass Gordon for 3. Fournier. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bogdanovich, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 19 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Fultz, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Fultz, the pass to Gordon. O'Neal against Fournier. Feeds it to Vucevic. Shot clock at 2. He can't get that one. On offense, here are the Jazz. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Magic trailed by 19. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So both teams making some changes here. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Moutier with the ball. He kicks to Mitchell. Ross grabs the board. The Magic trail by 17. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Here's Moutier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
No good on the free throw. That one is no good.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
Ross against Clarkson. He gets it in there. That's 10 points for Terrence Ross.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
And here's Clarkson. Great D that time from Vucevic. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Vucevic has got 8 points.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Augustine with it. Now defended by Moutier. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Ross on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Fires from deep.
And pressing a bit here. Down in the game. Trying to use the three-point shot to get back into it, and instead it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
The Magic trail by 14. Ross kicks to Augustine. Back to Ross. And the call will be against Georges Niang. That's his first foul. Here's Bamba. Here's a one-do. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. Low block shot on the way. He squares up and sinks it. Vucevic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Moutier dishes to Gobert. Kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Moutier. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. A one-do's got 8.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And Bamba pulls it down. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 10-point game. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ross. And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And both free throws good for Ross. 1:12 left to play in the third. Moutier against Augustine. To end the drought. No good on that one. So Orlando will take it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight. The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Mitchell. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
No, it certainly isn't. I mean, if they string together a few more baskets and get a couple of stops, I mean, this game will be tight again just like that. So stay tuned.
Just 5 on the clock. Augustine, no luck. Jazz leading by 8. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Augustine looking around. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Ross against Moutier. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Moutier against Ross. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz. The Magic trail by 10. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open, and that one hits back iron.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Utah calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So for the Magic, Ken Burge is checked in for Terrence Ross, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for George Niang. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and O'Neal subbed in for Moutier. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Vucevic finds Fournier. Good.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Now, here is O'Neal, guarded by Fultz. It's tipped and stolen by Fournier. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Fultz, no good. Jazz leading by 11. Now the feed to Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Outside Fournier. Back to Fultz. 5 on the clock. Poked away. It's stolen by Ingles. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. To the paint. Pass to O'Neal. Gordon against Mitchell. Poke loose.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Here's Birch. Vucevic trying to get open. Yep, that one goes in there.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Outside Fournier over O'Neal. Fournier's shot is off.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The pass to Fultz. Six to shoot. From 11 feet away. And it's Vucevic missing. Jazz leading by 15. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, it's Utah.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Fultz, the pass to Gordon. Over Mitchell. The Magic again can't hit. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. To the middle. And no good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Birch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's guarded closely. Here's Fultz. It's good. Now, here is O'Neal. The dish now to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now Fultz. And that one, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Passes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. It's good from the top of the key. Mitchell's got 38 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
The pass to Birch. To the inside. Vucevic against Gobert. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. And a miss there on the triple.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Mitchell is double. Out to the right wing. Here's O'Neal. Off target from outside. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Birch. Back to Vucevic. On the wing, Gordon. Off target with his 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. O'Neal high post. Fournier with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Fultz. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fultz has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Magic trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Jazz pushing it up now, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, nice anticipation by Clarkson, not just on the steal, but in the way he jump starts the fast break.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Outside Fournier. Six on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. But they get it back. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Now Clarkson. Mitchell with it. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Clarkson. And here's Fultz. Inside. Here's Birch. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
The Magic trail by 14. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Down low. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 5 here tonight. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Gobert finds Clarkson. Here's Ingles. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Well, Orlando shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Utah.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Gordon from outside. Offensive rebound.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. You know, it's all about our defense. You know, when we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.